my internship at Digestive Health Physicians alongside my mom and aunt. I was able to learn so much about myself and all that is done behind the scenes of a doctor's office. From completing charts for each patient, writing dictation letters, filing charts, checking patients in, and the coffee runs I was sent on for the office, I was finally able to help out with a procedure being done by Dr. Ramesh Luther. The new procedure is for a new weight loss called Orbera. It is a balloon put into a patient's stomach filled with saline for 6 months to help a patient lose weight. This is the first weight loss procedure that doesn't require surgery. I was taught how to make sure patients are put first. I loved helping out office visits by checking patients in and organizing reports for each doctor. It made me realize that I want to be able to work to help others and make sure all appointments run this way for them. Being sent to the bank taught me how to be responsible when dealing with the business's money. I would occasionally assist with doing commercial banking when the office was busy. I helped schedule appointments and answered phones, which is a huge part of an office, and I love being able to help people and other workers by doing this in busy times. I learned how to be organized, which is a huge key to functioning in an office. I would like to be in an environment like this in the future. I never thought I wanted to work with patients a lot, but I enjoyed getting to know them, and from this, I'd love to be a psychologist to work in this environment and talk to patients all the time. I learned how to time manage and put things in order of importance by putting others first at times. These skills that I would not have known without being here made me ready for the future. I am so thankful for all the people I've met and memories made with them.
My name is Lucas Mann, and this is my internship at DiVal Safety Equipment. Every day during the summer, I had to drive to downtown Buffalo on Niagara Street. This was nerve-wracking for the fact that I had never driven on the thruway before. Eileen was the person that gave me this great opportunity at DiVal. I also worked with Morgan, Don, and Chris, who were very friendly and assisted me if I needed anything done. At DiVal, they had many different departments. I was put in the fire shop. One of the benefits was that I got free work boots, which were needed for being in the warehouse. Once I would come into the fire shop, I would go to my desk, which I was accompanied by Chris and Morgan. This is where I spent most of my time at my internship. I would start work at 9 and leave at 5. It was like working a real job. One of the tasks that I had was inserting different surveys into the computer database using Excel. Mr. Herscher's class did pay off. I learned all the different things the technicians had to know about fire extinguishers, like hydro testing, recharges, monthlies, and annuals. I also had to insert emergency light surveys and gas detection surveys. I was responsible for making sure nothing was wrong with the surveys because customers would look at them. This internship was really great because of the fact that I was able to work in an office setting and have real responsibilities. Being able to work a 9-to-5 job is a good experience for someone my age to have. Many kids my age do not know what it is like to have an experience where you learn a lot of things that you can't learn from school. Thank you so much.
My internship took place over the summer at the Lancaster Area Chamber of Commerce. Although I did a good amount of answering phone calls and making copies, I also took part in planning some important projects. One project that really stood out to me was our first ever Depew Founders Day event. Founders Day was meant to honor the village of Depew and celebrate it. Because it had never been done before, it was up to us to decide how we wanted it to go. For planning the event, we were responsible for calling local businesses and companies to see if they wanted to participate. I also had folded hundreds of flyers and sent out mailers to the public to get the word out and have people attend. In addition to just planning Founders Day, I also ran my own booth with my coworker there. We were in charge of selling pizza and pop. Overall, the event was a major success and everyone seemed to enjoy it. All the hard work we put in paid off. Throughout the planning of this event, I learned a lot. I learned the importance of paying attention to details, no matter how little they may seem. I also learned tips on how to communicate better with others I don't know, whether it be on the phone or face-to-face. I also became aware of how much work goes into event planning and how it's important to have everything prepared on time. Time management and organization were skills I became greatly familiar with. Working in a professional environment was beneficial as it prepared me for what to expect in the future as I entered the workforce. Overall, I greatly enjoyed my time completing my internship at the Lancaster Area Chamber of Commerce, and I'm confident that it has given me the abilities to complete whatever I plan to do in the future.
Hi, my name is Madysn C, and I'm here to tell you the story of my internship at KeyBank. I started off in teller training. Let's just say it wasn't the most fun I've ever had, but it was very informative. I learned a lot on the basic teller duties. Thankfully, I had training with other Academy of Finance students from not only my school, but also Clarence's finance students. Once I got into my branch is where the real learning began in my eyes. I learned how to make credit card payments, loan payments, mortgage payments, how to redeem savings bonds, cash advances, order checks for clients, how to use safety deposit boxes of clients, how to come to vault, and how to process night deposits for business clients. In the beginning, I asked many questions, but knowledge comes with time and hard work. After working many hours during the school year and all summer long, I got to know many of the usual clients who came to our branch and what their transactions were like. I've been at KeyBank now for about 1 year and have just begun to learn many important lessons and values. Arrive to work early because arriving late leaves a bad impression that you simply don't care. Be open-minded to any tasks asked of you or given to you. I have learned what it takes to be successful with any career path I choose in my future. Sure, I had really good days and some bad, but the important thing is that the good outweighed the bad. I'm so grateful for the Academy of Finance and KeyBank to have given me this opportunity. I learned much more about myself and the workforce than I ever imagined. Whatever career I end up choosing, I will never forget my experiences and lessons that I learned along my journey at KeyBank.
My internship was done at Performance Advantage Company, which is a local company here in Lancaster that makes and sells tool mounts as well as tool boards for various companies all around the world. This map shows each country that Performance Advantage Company has customers in all around the world. This was my first day at Performance Advantage Company, where I was met by some of the most friendly people I've ever seen. Every employee at Performance Advantage Company was friendly, helpful, and easy to talk to, and they helped me to learn many things while I was at the company. During my second day at Performance Advantage Company, I was able to sit in on a conference call regarding their accounting software. We spoke with the salesman representing the software about potential upgrades and costs and noted them all down for future consideration. While in the shop, I packaged metal for delivery. Performance Advantage Company sells 3 different lengths of metal, 50 inches, 70 inches, or 120 inches. They have different types of metal, such as the Pack Track, Z-Mount, or Dual Track. Each day in the shop, I would package metal and help load it onto trucks for shipment. During my last few weeks at Performance Advantage Company, we drove up to a testing company in Newstead to test an updated product called the Cylinder Mate. The cylinder mates were tested at multiple angles with a force of 10G and then a force of 20G to see how they would hold up. The following video is an example of a 20G force. Overall, I enjoyed the time I spent at a Performance Advantage Company and took many things out of it. I learned how a small business works and all the different things that go into it. I learned the importance of each level of work at a company, and most importantly, I developed the social skills necessary to connect with people in the workplace and in life. I would like to thank Mr. Everett and all of Performance Advantage Company for having me as their intern at their company and wish them well in the future.